Welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads. I'm Kevin.
I'm Patrick.
And the main quest this week is we're going to talk about the ARMS and quasi-Splatoon stuff that came out from Nintendo Switch, and just kind of talk about how all that went down, our thoughts on that, because it was interesting. I'm still not completely sold on ARMS. I'm
not sold on ARMS, but I'm more sold than I was.
You're less not sold.
I'm definitely less not sold than I was. ARMS initially, when they showed it, I thought, okay, this is Wii boxing. This is an upgraded version of Wii boxing that has some cool power-ups and rocket launchers in its power. But at its core, I'm like, okay, this is kind of Wii boxing, which was a fun game, but it was a fun pack-in Wii Sports game.
Yeah.
And I still would like a Wii Sports on this. I would like a Switch Sports, if you will.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's trademarked now, so Nintendo, you gotta pay me. So Nintendo Switch Sports, which will have boxing and tennis and all that, because the motion controls playing 1-2 Switch. Mm-hmm. Some of the motion controls in there are really cool. The vibration's really cool. It's a really cool tech demo that shouldn't have been $50. So
my favorite was still the samurai.
You psyching me out. Yeah,
I was good at that one.
But ARMS, they did the initial discussion about that. And we were like, okay, we get it. It's still boxing. You still have power-ups.
Right.
But now with the new, more reveal about the game, you're going to have like games within it other than punching people.
Right.
You have volleyball-esque games.
I like the. They also had one where you're trying to take out targets, and like you and your opponent are against each other, and you can hit your opponent too. That looks pretty fun. Mm-hmm. The variety of characters, and I think that's the thing that kind of brings this to another level. Yeah. Is like the Twinelle or whatever. I think that's her name. The long hair with the I'm going to punch you with my hair and be a rock star.
I don't remember all of them yet.
Yeah,
you'll have amiibos for them. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no question. And then I like the snake surfing guy.
Yeah.
And like they've given them backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. I think that there's going to be. Okay, so they have like 12 different weapons, 10 different fighters, and it's like, however many exponents that makes. Like there's going to be a lot of variety in the actual fights and the whole rock paper scissors thing. Like you've got the big slow ones, and then you've got one of the things though is Nintendo doesn't have a lot of history as far as balancing fighting mechanics.
Yeah. Because
like in boxing, you boxed, and Smash Brothers. So we'll see how well they do with that. But this is a very different kind of fighting game.
It is. It's
not. But I am going to go ahead and take back that last comment, because Smash Brothers is something. There are characters who are more popular, more OP than others, but there's not like two characters that just dominate everything except Meta Knight and Melee.
Yeah, I mean. But you're right. I think that the balance is going to be an issue on here, but also the Smash not only has a history, but that type of 2D. They basically, for Smash, they took 2D fighters and they basically made it a free for all.
Yeah,
and they did it in a very great balanced way to do that. Now, you don't have people so you already had people who played 2D fighters.
Right. So
you have a lot of crossover there. But now you don't have a lot of people who, when ARMS was announced, that were like, oh, that's my jam. I love motion-based boxing games.
Yeah.
So I think that it could be fun to play at a party. Like I got Mario Kart, which I love. Yeah. I love Mario Kart. Mario Kart's an easy sell for people though, because not only the fact that Mario Kart's been around forever, but when Mario Kart first came out, or let's say just now came out, this is the first Mario Kart ever. You can go, hey, we're gonna do this wacky race.
We're gonna do a driving thing.
It's wacky races with Mario Kart, with Mario characters, and the controls are intuitive, and I think that ARMS has an uphill battle that we've been voicing for quite a while, where how do you sell this product and make it an actual $60 product, or however much it's going to be $60 I bet.
Yeah.
So how do you justify $60 for this? I think the additional games on there are really cool.
Yeah.
I think adding the different challenges in addition to the boxing, the different characters, it's all interesting, it's all fun, but I think it's going to fall into the same camp as Splatoon. And Splatoon is a big thing for the people who like it, and the people if you're not interested in it, you're really not interested in it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the camp that ARMS is going to fall into. It's not a system seller. There's going to be hardcore people that just freaking love it. Yeah. But it's not a guarantee everyone should have it on the Switch.
Do you have the schedule for the demos and stuff that we have coming up?
For ARMS?
For ARMS, yeah, because there's gonna be a bunch of demos, like demo times basically. So he's pulling that up right now. Okay, so May 26th and June 2nd, North America only. Okay, they say full details. All they have is a start time.
They have a start time. They don't have an end time.
So presumably,
if they're doing what they did with Splatoon,
if they're doing with the Splatoon and they're doing this for like an hour or two, no, stop doing that, Nintendo. Because that doesn't work.
We have North America's dates for North America only, I should say, are May 26th and June 2nd at 5 p.m. Pacific, and then the international dates are May 27th and June 3rd. They have staggered dates on that, so 5 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Pacific, which is why I think it's 1 hour. Again, you go over to the other international date, which is May 28th and June 4th, 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. This is really confusing because you need a freaking spreadsheet. You need to take this, you need to put it on your calendar, on your Google Calendar, your phone calendar, to wake you up or whatever it is.
May 26th through the 28th. At various times, you might be able to play ARMS. June 2nd through the 4th, at various times, you might be able to... Stop. This is not... Okay, Overwatch did it right.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
Neo did it right.
Yep.
That's how you do it. This little tiny windows in which you can maybe do it.
Give me it.
Like you can download the demo now, which okay. But if you can't log in, it doesn't count.
These are essentially windows in two different weekends. I would rather have a weekend. 2 weekends would be amazing, but a weekend. And you know what? I don't even care. You know what? Give me it June 2nd. Start June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all weekend.
Yeah.
Servers crash. You need to be prepared for that anyway. So, but demo wise, if the game is worth its salt at all, playing for more than an hour is not going to cause a problem. Splatoon is the same thing,
and especially like we were talking a minute ago about the variety of fighters, the variety of weapons. Like this is a game you can go deep on.
Yeah.
And I mean, even with Smash Brothers, like it's a fairly simple move set.
Yeah.
And there's counters and blocks and all that kind of stuff and character counters and things like that. Like you can get really deep into the nitty gritty of that, and with this one, I feel like it's a lot closer to like if you watch high level Street Fighter fights, like it's about how far they are apart, and if they're this far apart, then Guile has the advantage. If they're this far apart, Guile has the advantage. But like at various distances, different characters have advantages. ARMS is going to be the same thing because of the speed of the characters, because of the strength of different kinds, and like you've got the curving ones that are coming around, and then the straight ones that come up from under, and given
this for a weekend, it's not going to spoil it.
Right,
that's many nuances like you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the more time that you have with this, the more you're going to get into, okay, so this works against this character. What if I did this other thing? And you're going to get deeper, and it's not going to be something that you play for a weekend. And if you like it, you're not going to be like, well, I beat the game now.
Yeah, that's not how this is at all.
So yeah, it's disappointing that they're staying with the Splatoon demo style.
Yeah.
But we'll keep watching and hopefully be able to tag in at some point during the demo and see what we can find out. But yeah, the characters are interesting, the weapons are interesting, but I'm not sure it's something I want to play yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I guess in other Nintendo news, the Nintendo Switch dock is now available.
Did you get one?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
So
cool.
if you needed an extra Switch dock, then those are now a package deal. Previously it was you're buying it and it didn't include the power cable or the HDMI cable. And that's why people didn't understand this. They thought that it was it's because it's scratching the screens they took it away. No, it's because they didn't think that many people would want them. so they only budgeted a couple of them because they didn't want to not have them and they have Switches that needed them.
Right.
So I find this funny though. I pre-ordered one at GameStop because I wanted to make sure that I got it. I didn't know how quickly they were going to sell.
Right.
I pre-ordered it, and because I pre-ordered it, because someone pre-ordered it, they got 8 of them, 1 being mine, 7 being others, instead of I think the allotment of 4 that they were supposed to get. So they got more than other stores that didn't have a pre-order.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of weird.
A bit.
Yeah, a bit. But now it's arguably like, okay, some people may want this, some people don't. They told me that they actually had people that went in and they were like, I want a Switch dock, and like, we don't have them. And then they basically bought a Switch. They bought another Switch. Because they were like, let me spend another $200 or whatever it is. I have another mobile console now. Like, I guess if you're in, I'm not going to do it because Whitney hasn't sunk in on like, I want to play this like all the time.
Right.
She's still playing PS4 and stuff more. If she was like playing the game and it was, you know, whatever, if there was a reason,
right,
I could see having 2 Switch consoles.
Yeah. But
they essentially, he had multiple people who bought another Switch console, so that way they could have a dock here and a dock there, and now they have 2 Switches. Now, if it had cloud-based saves, like if the saves were cloud-based, so I could grab it anywhere,
yeah,
maybe, because then I can play on whichever Switch I want.
Well, see, the thing is that I would pay the $200 for the Switch without a dock, because I just want it as a portable.
Yeah, you say that now, but trust me, putting it on, like when you dock it and you can just relax and play the exact same thing with the exact same controls. I know you play a lot on the road. I'm just saying, you're in the way minority, like less than a 1%.
No. I understand. I'm in the way minority. As a cis white male, I'm always in the minority. So moving on to Splatoon, they have a lot more single player content this time,
which is great,
which is fantastic, and like the single player content on the first one was kind of like a trial mode. Like they would have like, you've got to take out this tower and you could like climb walls, and like they'd give you different abilities and stuff like that. And it was like it was other ways to play the game. And then like it came down to a conflict of Mario versus Callie, and who's going to be the best
Inkling. Yeah.
Well, no, because those were girls.
Inkler? I don't know.
Inklight.
I thought Inkling were like all of them. I don't know.
We don't know. We're not 100% sure on the lore of Splatoon.
Did you just assume it's gender?
Do what?
I'm just joking.
No. I thought that some of them were people and some of them were squids.
No,
are they
both? You're both. You're a squid and a kid. You're a squid kid.
Well, that throws gender into a whole nother category.
You go.
So I'm not going to worry about.
Literally transition from being a kid to a squid.
Oh, is
if you're
that?
a kid,
And that's
you
how
run
you
around.
Swim? Okay.
You run around,
okay.
and any of this paint you can swim through.
All right. So anyway, Mario and Callie was like the big climax at the end, and that's how they. Anyway, there was kind of sort of a story there, but now it looks a lot more like they're making something for it, and so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Again, this is not really something that sold me on it, but I'm less not sold.
Yeah, because there are 2 types of games that I've been buying on Switch. Yeah, I've been, the independent games are great, but what I mean is, I buy games for myself, and I buy games. Well, I do buy games for Whitney, I guess. But I buy games that I individually want to play. Usually, Whitney wants to play, and a game that not only I think that shows the merits and the greatness of the Switch, but ones I can play with other people. So. That's why, I mean, let's be honest, that's the reason people buy Mario Kart and buy Smash. You're buying it. I mean, I don't know how many people sit there and play single player Smash, single player Mario Kart. Like I think they're more about like, when people come over, let's play this.
Oh yeah.
Guitar Hero, I think, was a little bit of both, where it's like you could play it on your own.
Yeah.
But playing it in a group is what it's really all about. So I haven't, because I'm not a 10-year-old kid, Splatoon isn't quite up my alley.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fun. Like, I played the demo and it was fun. I guess I can say that. But would I see myself sitting down and playing that? Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many games that I want to play. We're talking about Witcher 3 and other games. I have a limited amount of time I can play games right now.
Yep.
So having that limit, you have certain games where you're like, I can't do that. I've got my quick games, my long play games, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's really my thing. But then again, there are other games that are coming out to Switch that I think are solidifying it as a console. I just don't think ARMS and Splatoon 2 are system sellers.
Right.
They're going to be for a niche audience. Now, the fact that Minecraft is coming to Switch, and having those type of games that, yes, it's available other places, but it legitimizes the Switch in a big way. So
okay.
I'm more excited about Minecraft coming to the Switch than I'm in the others. Well, having a good portable Minecraft is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
A good portable Minecraft multiplayer. The fact that I could play some Minecraft, use that same world, play it at home, play it on the go, is really cool, because if you're playing on Xbox and then you want to play it and you're on the go, your only resort was like Vita or your PC, but you can't go back to that world that you created. So lots of bonuses on that. Yeah,
Nintendo continues, but see, another thing about this is that you were talking about the niche audience.
Yeah.
But they're continuing to... Nintendo is collecting niches.
Yeah.
Because, like, my system seller was seeing Afterbirth Plus, and I was like, yes, thank you, God, finally. And that's the game that, for me, was the thing. So, for somebody, Splatoon 2 is their game.
For somebody, a Street Fighter is going to be their game. That's another one that I want on there, because I think... I like Street Fighter. Having a really, really good version of Street Fighter is really cool.
Yeah.
But I guess their game. I guess there are people that Splatoon 2 is going to be their game. I think that Metroid would be a better fit for this. I mean, there's so many properties that it said Mario right there. Mario should have launched with it, but. There's so many properties that should be on the Switch that should come to the Switch to solidify it as a console. I still think that they should have packaged the new what is it? The Super Mario Brothers, whatever it's called, the 2D Wii U Super Mario Brothers. I think they should have packaged that up and sold it on day one.
Yeah.
Because because I would have it. I would be playing it again. I would buy it again. It was that worth it, and having a Mario game on there legitimizes it. Having Zelda on there was phenomenal. It's great.
Yeah.
But there are a ton of people who got their Switch day one, who got Zelda, and they're done. They're done with Zelda. What do you do now?
Yeah.
Because you got a couple other games that are playing there, and you have to go into a niche at that point. You don't have another game where it's like, okay, here's my next big game.
Yeah. They are building out. They're building out a bigger variety of games. The thing is that some of these games could be big, but they're not promoting them. Like the PlayStation VR Thumper came out this week. Did you know that?
Nope.
They need to get out in front of this and tell people what games are coming and let them know that this is a big thing that they could be playing.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not.
I think that it's a disservice, but I think that's why channels like ours exist. And that's why podcasts like this exist, because we'll give you the stuff that matters, and hopefully it's an entertaining format for you. So let us know if any of that was entertaining for you, and let us know what you think about the Nintendo Switch. What are you waiting for on the Nintendo Switch?
Well, Mario Odyssey. We're all waiting.
We're all waiting for Mario Odyssey.
We're all waiting on it.
We'll see you guys later.